The scent of burning rubber, a sharp, sweet perfume of gasoline, still lingers in my memory like a phantom limb. It wasn't an unpleasant odor. It was the aroma of potential, of unbridled adrenaline, of a machine pushed to its absolute zenith. I can still feel it, the clammy sweat on my palms, the eager anticipation of experiencing firsthand what that beast was truly capable of. Remember that fluttery, anticipatory feeling before a first date? Multiply that by 10. This was the raw excitement of taming a wild stallion, of feeling untamed power pressing you back into the seat. It transcended being merely a vehicle. It was an extension of my very being, an extravagant toy with the capacity to transport me to celestial heights, or perhaps a more fiery destination. The air vibrated with an unspoken promise, a symphony of mechanical anticipation that spoke directly to the primal core of my excitement. The metallic tang in the air was more than just a smell. It was a herald of the profound connection about to unfold. This wasn't just about the roar of an engine, though that was certainly a part of it. It was about the intricate dance between human intention and mechanical execution, a ballet of precision and power waiting to be performed on the open stage of the road. The very atmosphere seemed charged, humming with the latent energy of the machine, a palpable presence that demanded attention and respect. It was a moment suspended in time, pregnant with the possibilities of speed, control, and an almost spiritual communion with forces far greater than oneself. The world outside the immediate vicinity seemed to fade, leaving only the intoxicating blend of scent and sound, a potent cocktail of anticipation that prepared the senses for the extraordinary. It was the quiet before the storm, the charged stillness that precedes an explosion of controlled fury. The asphalt beneath seemed to pulse with a life of its own, mirroring the thrumming heart of the machine. For as long as I can remember, the allure of the automobile has been an undeniable force in my life. My journey behind the wheel has spanned a remarkable spectrum, from rudimentary motorized contraptions to machines that seem to playfully disregard the laws of physics. Yet this particular encounter, this was something else entirely. I'm not an engineer, nor a professional racer. I'm simply a fellow who finds profound joy in the sensation of asphalt beneath the tires and the resonant growl of an engine vibrating through the chest. It's precisely this passion, this unadulterated love for the driving experience, that perhaps led to my invitation to share my thoughts on this remarkable vehicle. My perspective wouldn't be bogged down by numerical data or complex diagrams. Instead, it would focus on the visceral feelings, the emotional connection, and what truly matters when you're at the helm of such a creation. And to be perfectly candid, I was genuinely impressed. The initial moments of interaction were less about understanding its specifications and more about appreciating its presence. It possessed a certain gravitas, a quiet confidence that hinted at the capabilities lying dormant within. The exterior design, while undeniably striking, seemed to serve a purpose beyond mere aesthetics. It spoke of aerodynamic intent, a promise of efficiency and performance sculpted by the wind itself. Running a hand along its contours, one could discern the meticulous attention to detail, the precise panel gaps and the flawless finish that spoke volumes about its craftsmanship. Even before the engine was engaged, there was a palpable sense of occasion, a feeling that stepping inside was akin to embarking on a journey of discovery, not just from point A to point B, but into a realm where the machine and driver become one. The scent of the interior, a subtle yet distinct aroma of premium materials, further enhanced this sense of anticipation, a prelude to the sensory symphony that was about to unfold. The initial moments behind the wheel were a careful dance of respect and curiosity. My hands, accustomed to the worn leather of vintage steering wheels and the precise click of a well-oiled gear shift, found an immediate familiarity with this machine's controls. It wasn't just about the tactile sensation. It was about how the steering wheel felt substantial, a direct conduit to the road beneath, promising an immediate and honest response. There was a certain balletic quality to the way the pedals were positioned, encouraging a natural and intuitive interaction, a silent invitation to explore the limits of its capabilities. As I gently coaxed the engine to life, the sound that emanated wasn't a brute roar, but a resonant hum, a perfectly tuned orchestra warming up. It was a sound that spoke of immense power held in check, a promise of exhilarating acceleration without the unnecessary theatrics. My father's voice, though not physically present, echoed in my mind, reminding me to listen to the engine, to feel its pulse through the chassis. This machine, from the very first breath of its power plant, seemed to be communicating, offering a glimpse into its true nature, a subtle yet powerful reassurance that it was more than just a collection of parts. The exterior lines of the car, which had already impressed me from afar, now felt even more dynamic up close. Every curve and contour seemed to have a purpose, sculpted by aerodynamics and a deep understanding of how air flows over a vehicle at speed. It was a design that blended aggression with elegance, a visual representation of the performance hidden beneath its skin. The way the light played on its sculpted surfaces was mesmerizing, hinting at the speed it was capable of achieving, a silent testament to the engineering prowess involved in its creation. Pulling out into the open road felt like a gradual awakening. The initial engagement of the drivetrain was smooth, almost seamless, allowing for a controlled introduction to its performance envelope. There was an immediate sense of connection to the asphalt, a clarity of feedback that allowed me to understand precisely what the tires were doing. This wasn't the disconnected, numb feeling you sometimes encounter. This was a dialogue, a continuous exchange of information that built confidence with every passing moment, setting the stage for a truly engaging experience. The current era is undoubtedly one of transition. Electric vehicles, hybrids, technologies that once resided solely in the realm of science fiction are now commonplace. We witness this transformation unfolding, this persistent pursuit of efficiency and sustainability. Yet, amidst this technological surge, a distinct longing emerges for that raw, visceral connection, for the rumble that sends shivers down your spine, for that palpable sensation of complete command. It was precisely this sentiment that captivated me about this particular vehicle. It embraces its hybrid nature, yes, but it does so with a unique philosophy, one that refuses to compromise on emotion, performance, or that profound feeling of being intimately connected to the machine. This hybrid, unlike others that may prioritize a more muted, detached experience, delivers an engaging character. It doesn't shy away from revealing its mechanical heart. When the electric motors are working in concert with the combustion engine, there's a sophisticated ballet of power delivery. It's a nuanced orchestration that can feel both incredibly potent and surprisingly refined, depending on the demands placed upon it. The engineers here seem to have understood that true innovation doesn't necessarily mean abandoning the core tenets of driving pleasure. They've managed to integrate advanced powertrains without sacrificing the soul of the automobile, a feat that often proves elusive. The steering, in particular, stands out. It's not overly heavy, nor is it feather-light and devoid of feel. Instead, it strikes a remarkable balance, offering a directness that informs the driver about the road surface and the car's intentions. This precise feedback loop is crucial for building confidence, allowing for more decisive inputs and a greater sense of involvement. You feel the subtle shifts in grip, the way the front wheels are searching for traction, and you can react instinctively, not out of necessity to correct an imbalance, but as a natural extension of the driving process. It's this intuitive communication that elevates the driving experience from mere transportation to an active engagement. Furthermore, the way the power is deployed is remarkably well judged. There are moments when the electric propulsion offers silent, effortless acceleration, seamlessly blending into the overall performance. Then, when the gasoline engine awakens, it doesn't do so with an intrusive roar, but rather a purposeful, satisfying growl that hints at the performance potential lying dormant. The transition between these power sources is so smooth that it's easy to forget you're operating a complex hybrid system. The focus remains squarely on the exhilaration of forward motion and the driver's ability to harness that power effectively. This deliberate engineering ensures that the experience remains visceral, even within a framework of advanced, eco-conscious technology. The moment I pressed the accelerator for the first time, my friend, it was as if lightning had shot through me. The immediate response, the raw power slamming you back into the seat, the growl of the engine echoing in your ears. It was a symphony of might, a dance between man and machine. I felt every curve, every imperfection of the tarmac, every reaction of the automobile. It was as if it were reading my thoughts, anticipating my every move. A visceral experience, one that made me feel alive, connected, in control of something incredibly potent. That initial surge was unlike anything I'd ever known. It wasn't just speed. It was a palpable force, a willingness to surge forward that responded to the slightest pressure. The steering became an extension of my will, the chassis communicating the road's secrets with an uncanny clarity. Each gear change was a seamless transition, a subtle shift in the song the engine sang, pushing me onward with renewed vigor. I found myself holding my breath, not out of fear, but out of sheer, unadulterated awe at the capability at my fingertips. The world outside blurred into streaks of color, the mundane fading away to be replaced by this exhilarating present moment. It was a profound realization of how technology could amplify human experience, not diminish it. The intricate network of systems working in harmony was designed to fade into the background, allowing the pure sensation of motion to take center stage. This wasn't just about getting from point A to point B. It was about the journey itself, about the intimate connection forged between the driver and the engineered marvel beneath them. I could feel the traction, the grip as the tires hugged the asphalt, a constant reminder of the physics at play, yet made effortless by the sophisticated engineering. In that instant, the complexities of the advanced hybrid system became irrelevant. What mattered was the pure, unadulterated joy of acceleration, the feeling of being propelled with such potent, responsive energy. It was an intoxicating blend of raw power and refined control, a testament to what could be achieved when human desire met cutting-edge innovation. I was no longer just a passenger in life. I was actively navigating it, with a thrilling new partner guiding my way. The aftershocks of that experience linger, a subtle yet persistent hum beneath the surface of everyday driving. It's a phenomenon I hadn't anticipated, a consequence far more profound than mere exhilaration. The world of automobiles has been irrevocably altered for me. Gone are the days of passively observing a vehicle's form. Now, my gaze is drawn to the deliberate lines of its bodywork, the subtle aerodynamics that hint at its capabilities. I find myself mentally dissecting every design choice, appreciating the engineering that lies beneath the polished exterior. The commonplace commute transforms into a silent critique, a constant comparison to that fleeting, perfect synergy of machine and momentum. That instant of pure acceleration, where the world blurred and my senses sharpened, has imprinted itself onto my perception. I now feel the absence of that immediate, almost telepathic response from everyday cars. The familiar gentle push of an ordinary engine feels sluggish, almost apologetic, in comparison. There's a newfound appreciation for the nuances of sound too. The muted hum of a standard sedan can no longer mask the memory of that resonant growl, a sound that vibrated through my very core, promising power and precision. It's a visceral reminder of a different kind of engagement, a level of connection that transcends simple transportation. The grip, the way the chassis seemed to anticipate every input, that's another element I now search for. The sure-footedness, the confidence it instilled as the road unfolded, has set a new benchmark. It's a sensation of absolute mastery, of being perfectly in sync with the vehicle, that few other machines can replicate. This newfound awareness makes even the most well-regarded conventional cars feel somewhat disconnected, their capabilities adequate but lacking that spark, that inherent dynamism that I now crave. And then there's the dream. It's a quiet whisper at first, a recurring thought during idle moments. The desire to replicate that feeling, to have that kind of transformative machine accessible whenever the mood strikes, begins to take root. It's not just about owning a car. It's about possessing that key to a different kind of experience, a portal to a heightened state of driving enjoyment. The garage, once a functional space, now looms as a potential sanctuary, a place where that dream could, one day, become a tangible reality. This shift in perspective is more than just an enhanced appreciation for automotive engineering. It's a fundamental recalibration of what I consider engaging. It's a recognition that some experiences can unlock new dimensions of passion and drive. The ordinary now feels a little less vibrant, a little less compelling, and the extraordinary, once glimpsed, becomes the new horizon, the ultimate pursuit. The world of cars, for me, is no longer just a means to an end. It's a landscape of infinite possibilities, each curve and detail a potential gateway to that unparalleled sensation. The profound realization that settled in was not simply about appreciating advanced automotive engineering, but about the very essence of what makes a vehicle more than mere transportation. Technology, I've come to understand, serves as a powerful enhancement, a sophisticated co-pilot that can elevate the act of driving, not usurp it. While a car may boast a hybrid powertrain, an intricate network of sensors, and a sophisticated central computer, its true worth is measured in its ability to stir the soul. If it fails to evoke any emotional response, if it severs the vital connection to the asphalt beneath, it risks becoming nothing more than an opulent appliance. The heart and soul of any automobile, I believe, reside in its inherent capacity to inspire joy, to elicit a genuine smile, and to make one feel undeniably alive. It's in the way it communicates with the driver, the subtle feedback that transcends data points and speaks directly to instinct. This particular machine, however, possesses that vital spark in abundance, a vibrant spirit that permeates every aspect of its being. It doesn't just move, it communicates, it invites, it truly drives. This newfound perspective has undeniably shifted my perception of the automotive world. It's no longer a collection of metal, rubber, and electronics designed for utility. It's a dynamic stage where passion and performance intertwine. The rumble of its engine isn't just noise. It's a symphony of carefully calibrated precision. The precise weighting of the steering wheel isn't just a mechanical function. It's a direct line of communication, a handshake with the road that feels both intimate and exhilarating. Each turn, each acceleration, each controlled deceleration feels like a deliberate dance, a collaborative effort between man and machine. The quiet hum of its electric motors, seamlessly integrated with the power of its combustion engine, creates a unique duality. It can glide silently through city streets, a testament to modern efficiency, or unleash a potent surge of power when the road opens up and the spirit demands more. This adaptability, this chameleon-like nature, is part of its charm. It caters to different moods and different driving scenarios, always with a responsiveness that keeps the driver engaged and in command. It's a constant conversation, a continuous feedback loop that makes every journey an event. The previous reflection on raw power versus balanced capability continues to resonate as the drive progresses. It's not merely about having an immensely powerful engine. The true magic lies in its integration with the entire vehicle. Imagine a sculptor's masterpiece. It's not just the chisel that defines the form, but the marble, the artist's practiced hand, and the careful consideration of every angle and curve. Similarly, this machine's impressive engine is only as good as the chassis that houses it, the suspension that artfully smooths out the jarring imperfections of the asphalt, and the braking system that instills unwavering confidence with every touch of the pedal. A truly exceptional driving experience hinges on a harmonious ensemble, where each element performs in perfect concert, contributing to an unparalleled sense of exhilaration. This is precisely where the engineering prowess shines through. Every minuscule detail has been meticulously conceived, each component selected with an almost obsessive dedication to achieving the zenith of performance and the purest form of driving pleasure. It's an environment where the driver is not merely an operator, but a co-conspirator in the art of motion. The steering, for instance, offers a tactile feedback that is both precise and intuitive, communicating the nuances of the road surface and the vehicle's interaction with it in a way that fosters an immediate and deep connection. There's a palpable sense of purpose in its design, a deliberate intention behind every curve of the dashboard, every texture of the materials, and every subtle shift in the vehicle's posture as it navigates the terrain. The journey further unveils the subtle genius of its suspension system. It's a marvel of engineering, designed to not only absorb the harsh realities of uneven roads, but to do so in a manner that feels almost supernatural. Instead of jolting and jarring, the vehicle seems to float over imperfections, maintaining an unwavering composure and a serene cabin environment. This allows the driver to focus entirely on the exhilaration of movement, free from the distractions of discomfort. The braking system complements this by offering a reassuring and progressive deceleration, always predictable and potent when called upon, further enhancing the feeling of absolute control. This unwavering commitment to a holistic design philosophy ensures that the vehicle is more than just a means of transportation. It is an extension of the driver's will, a partner in exploration. The synergy between its various systems creates a symphony of performance, where power is tempered by control and speed is matched by stability. It's a testament to how thoughtful engineering can elevate the mundane into the extraordinary, transforming a simple drive into an immersive and deeply satisfying experience, reinforcing the idea that true excellence lies not in individual brilliance, but in the masterful orchestration of complementary parts. The relentless pursuit of perfection is a palpable force within the automotive realm. Engineers are perpetually engaged in a quest for novel technologies, groundbreaking materials, and innovative approaches to enhance the driving experience. This ongoing evolution is not merely a matter of progress. It is the very engine that propels the industry forward, promising vehicles that are increasingly secure, remarkably efficient, and undeniably exhilarating. Innovation, in its purest form, stands as the linchpin to our automotive future, and the vehicle I've been exploring is a compelling testament to being on the right trajectory. It embodies this spirit, showcasing how abstract aspirations translate into tangible advancements. This dedication to refinement means that every curve, every component, and every line of code serves a deliberate purpose. It's about achieving a harmonious balance, where the raw power of the engine isn't an unruly beast, but a finely tuned instrument guided by an intelligent hand. The responsiveness felt through the steering wheel, the smooth, almost imperceptible gear shifts, and the way the chassis seems to anticipate every road imperfection. These are not happy accidents. They are the direct result of countless hours of dedicated research, meticulous design, and rigorous testing. The subtle hum of the electric powertrain, for instance, is a testament to breakthroughs in energy management and battery technology, pushing the boundaries of what was once thought possible in terms of range and charging speed. Moreover, the integration of advanced driver assistance systems, often dismissed as mere convenience features, plays a crucial role in this relentless drive for improvement. These systems, from adaptive cruise control that maintains a safe distance to lane-keeping assist that gently nudges the vehicle back into its path, are not simply electronic add-ons. They are sophisticated extensions of the vehicle's awareness, designed to augment the driver's capabilities and mitigate potential hazards. They represent a proactive approach to safety, built upon layers of sensors, algorithms, and processing power that work in concert to create a more secure environment for everyone on the road. This constant innovation is not solely about performance. It's equally about safeguarding lives. The commitment to refining not just the mechanical aspects but also the user interface is equally evident. The intuitive nature of the infotainment system, the clarity of the digital displays, and the thoughtful placement of controls all contribute to a less distracting and more engaging experience. This focus on human-centered design ensures that the advanced technology serves to empower the driver, rather than overwhelm them. It's a subtle yet significant aspect of the overall excellence, demonstrating that true progress considers the human element at every stage of development. This car, in its entirety, is a powerful statement about the future we are actively building. And finally, I learned that the passion for automobiles is something that transcends reason. It doesn't matter if the vehicle is expensive, if it consumes a lot of fuel, or if it's difficult to park. What truly matters is the feeling it provides, the emotion it conveys, the joy it imparts. A performance car is more than just a simple object. It's an extension of your personality, a reflection of your dreams, a way to express your individuality. This realization dawned on me not through logic, but through a visceral, almost spiritual connection. It was in the subtle roar of the engine that spoke a language only the heart could understand, in the way the chassis responded to the slightest input, transforming a mundane commute into an exhilarating dance with the road. The world outside, with its mundane concerns and predictable rhythms, faded into a blur as the driver and machine became one, engaged in a silent conversation of motion and spirit. Each curve, each acceleration, was a testament to engineering artistry, a symphony of mechanics and design working in perfect harmony. It was a freedom I hadn't anticipated, a liberation from the ordinary. The act of driving became a form of meditation, a chance to clear the mind and focus solely on the present moment, on the tactile feedback from the steering wheel, the subtle shift in weight as the vehicle navigated its path. This machine, with its meticulous attention to detail and its soul-stirring performance, offered a glimpse into a world where functionality and pure, unadulterated pleasure coexisted seamlessly. It was a powerful reminder that true innovation isn't just about pushing technological boundaries, but about understanding and amplifying the human experience. The investment in such a machine was not merely financial. It was an investment in oneself, in the pursuit of experiences that enrich life and ignite the senses. The sheer exhilaration of each journey cemented this understanding, solidifying the belief that these vehicles are indeed vessels of joy and self-discovery. This incredible journey has profoundly reshaped me. It has amplified my appreciation for the sheer passion that fuels the automotive world, the intricate engineering woven into every machine, and the pure, unadulterated thrill of being behind the wheel. It's illuminated how cutting-edge technology can serve as a powerful ally, rather than a foe, in enhancing the driving experience. Above all, it has instilled in me an unshakable certainty. As long as there are enthusiasts who revere these marvels of motion, there will always be extraordinary vehicles to capture our imaginations and fuel our dreams. If you ever find yourself presented with the chance to pilot such a machine, do not hesitate for a moment. It is an experience that profoundly justifies every dollar spent, every drop of fuel consumed, and every precious second invested. The experience has transcended mere acquisition or enjoyment. It has become a catalyst for personal growth and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. It underscored the principle that genuine progress isn't solely about extending the frontiers of what's technically possible, but about grasping and magnifying the essence of human engagement. The commitment to such a vehicle represented far more than a simple financial outlay. It was an investment in personal enrichment, in the relentless pursuit of moments that elevate life and awaken the senses. The unbridled rapture of every excursion solidified this newfound clarity, reinforcing the conviction that these automobiles are, in fact, conduits for happiness and avenues for self-discovery. The very act of driving them, of feeling the road and the power beneath one's fingertips, has become a form of meditation, a sanctuary from the everyday. It's a realization that resonates beyond the immediate thrill, suggesting a broader philosophy applicable to many aspects of life. The dedication to understanding the nuances of mechanics, the art of design, and the visceral connection between driver and machine mirrors the dedication required to master any craft or pursue any passion. This exploration has taught me to seek out experiences that challenge, inspire, and ultimately transform. It's about embracing the journey, appreciating the journey makers, and understanding that the most valuable investments are often those that yield intangible, yet deeply meaningful, returns. The echoes of the engine's roar and the scent of premium fuel linger, not as mere sensory memories, but as constant reminders of the profound impact of pursuing what sets your soul alight.